What is up guys, Def95 Vacation here, and today we'll be doing the deck profile of my Dark Hero deck. So this is basically a hero deck, Destiny slash Elemental Hero deck, which is inspired by the Diamond Dude Turbo, if most of you probably remember that, but let's get right into deck profile and I'll explain the choices of cards and why do I play them. Also, I will show you some combos which are pretty cool. So starting off with Destiny Hero Engine, we have triple malicious, pretty standard. Then I'm playing double Diamond Dude, so this doesn't seem right in most people's eyes, because you know Diamond Dude is slow, and basically what he does, when if you don't know, is when he's face up on the field, once per turn you can look at the top card of your deck. If the card is a normal spell card, send it to graveyard, and you can activate the normal spell card that you milled during the main phase of your next turn. If the card is not a normal spell card, place it on the bottom of your deck. So that's kind of the old text. Let me see here. Yeah, you can activate the effect of that spell card in your graveyard. So you're basically ignoring the cost of the spell card. So the most common example will be Destiny Draw, because Destiny Draw has a fact where it says draw 2 cards, but the cost is to discard 1 Destiny Hero card. So you basically don't discard, you just draw 2 cards. So if Diamond Dude mills this, for example, you will just draw 2 cards. You don't need to discard the the Destiny Hero monster or a card. So it's pretty cool. He just steals the effect. Basically, I'll show you why I play 2. I was playing 3, but it's kind of cloggy. So yeah, I love this card, but it's sadly cloggy. And to top it off with 1 Celestial, just one don't need more, because these are your Destiny Hero monsters. It seems like a low count. There's no that drill guy or dude, whatever. But you'll see later what I mean with this small engine. Uh, so moving on onto the Elemental Hero engine, we have 1 Stratos. Yeah, finally back. I was playing this deck, I mean a really different version. Back while Stratos was that one, and later when he got banned, so just had to quit because of the consistency issues. But now we're back, boys. 1 Shadow Mist because the searching power, 1 Bubble Man, and 1 Honest Neos. So that's basically it. It's just a small engine for basically all situations covered, because you know Stratos searches your heroes, so you mainly search your Destiny heroes or Honest Neos or Bubbleman. You don't really want to search Shadow Mist. Shadow Mist is there to be sent to graveyard or to be special summoned, so you can use your mask change. I'll show you a pretty cool combo with Dice of Breath, and it's really fun. Bubbleman is here for quick rank 4s like Exciton maybe, or just quick link summoning into, well, the best play is Isolde, you know, normal summon Stratos at Bubbleman, set your stuff and special summon him for a quick Isolde. That's about it. The heavy support cards that we have are triple Armageddonite and Dark Grapha. Only 1 Dark Grapher because it's situational and you really don't need more than one. Unless Armageddonite gets limited, which I hope will not happen, but it kinda looks real because Armageddonite is a 1 card is old, you just send malicious, and then the second malicious from your deck comes in, and you know, you got your result. It's easy. It's the same stuff with Dark Grapher, just you need to discard from your hand. Yeah, this is a very good engine. Then moving on, Double Summoner Monk to just kind of speed up the things. Usually use special summon like, I don't know, Armageddon, Grapher, depends on the situation, or like Stratos. If you need Celestial in the grave, you can summon Celestial, but usually if you didn't draw like Armageddonite, you special summon him with the Summoner Monk, and then drop a Malicious, and then go for Isolde and standard plays. He's just there to speed up things and boost the consistency of the deck. For our monsters that we usually want to drop out from the deck, we have 1 Plague Spreader. It's a really weird choice, but I'm gonna show you the plays later. He's a you don't need more than one. I was playing two, but you usually don't want to draw him, except when you have option to discard him with Grapher. Sometimes it's good to have him in the hand, because double malicious plus a normal summonable Plex Predator that can revive himself from the graveyard results basically in Omega and one level 8 synchro of your choice. Usually I special summon Scarlight because I don't really have much space, but we'll come to that later. And one Absolute King Backjack. I don't know if you can see, okay, that's Absolute King Backjack. Backjack, he's kind of specific monster. Not many people know about him, I think. He's a level 1 Fiend Dark. Basically what he says is during your opponent's turn you can banish this card from your graveyard. This is a quick effect, of course. Excavate the top card of your deck, and if it's a normal trap card, set it to the side of the field. Otherwise, send it to the graveyard. Okay, that's the secondary effect. Okay, yeah, that set card can be activated during this turn, which is not bad, but we're not here because of that. Otherwise, send it to the graveyard. So if it's not a normal trap card, you just mill that card. But here's the tricky part. If this card is sent to the graveyard, so he doesn't really miss his timing, it says if, so if you discard him with Dark Grapher from the hand, he will still get the effect. You can look at 3 cards from the top of your deck, then place them on the top of the deck in any order. So now it seems like a waste of space, but I'm gonna show you the combo, plus he's, in some situations, he's really good. Because, you know, if you stack the deck and, like, reveal Malicious, put it on top, you can, in your opponent's turn, like, just mill that Malicious or whatever, Plex Predator, Celestial, Shadow Mist, I don't know if you need a light monster in your graveyard or whatever. I'm just gonna show you. To top it off with monsters, we have one BLS, just one, because usually your opening turn looks like summon Isolde, search for Bloodlust Soldier, and just, you know, if you have opportunities to special summon Omega or maybe something else, you do it. If you don't, you just stay on this, and the next turn you have like BLS. Maybe if you summon Omega, it's a high possibility that you will. Omega can recycle your Plex Predator, so it's really good. For the spells, no, I'm playing 16 normal spells here. I wish that I played a little more because of Diamond Dude, but 16 it seems like an okay number for revealing for Backjack and mainly for Diamond Dude. But only 2 tiles of Brethren. It's really good opening turn, because what it says is you pay 2000 LP, then target one level 4 or lower monster you control for the rest of this turn after this card resolves. You can special summon monsters, also special summon 2 monsters from your deck with the same type and attribute and level, yeah, as that monster you targeted, and but with different names from each other and that monster. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this card. So I'm gonna just show you the combo later. Why do I play this? Usually it's better to go with Isolde, but if you can pull off the Isolde plus this, then it's usually game. But yeah, 2 is enough, 3 is kinda too much. Although you have Summoner Monk to discard brick cards, I think it's too much. You have better possibilities in your first turn than relying on this. That's why I cut it the third Diamond Dude to 2. Double Destiny Draw, you have only 6 Destiny Hero monsters. You don't want to brick, but you know, Stratos can search them, Rhoda can search them, Isolde can search them. If you drew this, to just dump them again and draw cards. Continuing with the draw engine, Double Alert Darkness, because like these are dark heroes, everything is dark except like BLS, Bobbleman, Stratos, and yeah, that's about, yeah, no, Neos, that's about it. Everything else is dark, and it's really good. I don't play Dark Armor here. I did. I'm kind of fighting with space here since I play 42 cards, and I don't know, if you draw Dark Arm and Bobbleman together, you can just, if you can't summon it, Bobbleman becomes useless and you cannot. You're just constantly breaking your hand, and I don't know. To top it off with double pot of Accusativeness, I think is the name. It's a quick play spell card. Basically, it says target 3 banished monsters, shuffle them into deck, then draw 1 card. So yeah, you can only activate one of these pots per turn. Basically, in first turn you have you usually banish 2 malicious and 1 plague spreader, or you banish 2 malicious, and if you want to return plague spreader with Omega, you can just shuffle these 2 maliciouses and the card, I mean the monster you banished from your opponent's hand, or you shuffle Omega back, or whatever. You usually have a lot of banished monsters, so 2 of these is really good. You just recycle your malicious engine and you just keep summoning them. You just, you know, it's really good. And you get to draw a card, yeah. Double Call by the Grave, because this is a Call by the Grave and it's semi-limited for some reason. Although you just need to run them, especially because if they play Ash on your Ties of Breath, and then you're kind of done. Yeah, for the 1-0s, 1 Rhoda, of course, 1 Emergency Call, because you search. Hero Lives, newly limited, but you know, I don't really rely on Hero Lives. Yeah, I kind of rely on Isolde and something. This is a good bait, although you need to pay half your love points. Yeah. 1 Foolish, because you need it. It's foolish. 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Soul Charge, 1 Instant Fusion, 1 Regeki, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Card Destruction. Card Destruction, great bait for Ash. Although you sometimes just discard malicious or something when you don't have any other ways to. So card destruction is good. Also, if it's not that good in hand, you can discard it with Summoner Monk, or I don't know, Coral Dragon or whatever. And to top it off with 1 Must Change. There's a lot of 1-0s, that's why I kind of like this deck. It's really, really interesting. You have so many options for so many situations. And just remember that you don't pay the cost for Diamond Dude. So if you mill out a Hero Lives, you don't need, you can control like 4 face-up monsters. Where was I? Oh yeah, if you control like 4 face-up monsters, you can just special summon from the deck Elemental Hero, and you don't need to pay half your life points. You just get a free special summon. Let's see, full soul charge, you do need to pay 1,000 for every monster you return, because it's part of the effect, and you can conduct your metal phase, so it's just an OTK in general. Instant Fusion, let me see, yeah, you don't need to pay love points, and that's about it, I think. Yeah, for Allure of Darkness it's an effect, so you would still need to banish a dark monster from your hand. And for Ties of Breath, I'm not just sure, because the cost is to pay 2000 LP and target a monster you control. So I don't know even if this can be played from the graveyard, because technically you don't know which monster is gonna special summon. Doesn't make sense. For that we need to check the rulings, and I must find someone to ask for. For the traps, we play 1 Bottomless Trap Hole and 1 Treacherous Trap Hole. Yeah, that's right, I'm playing a Rafflesia, because you can, sometimes you just go for Isolde and then you exceed into Rafflesia beneath her. It's good, you don't play much traps, so if you draw this, it's okay. I love to draw a Treacherous Trap Hole, because it's like a surprise for your opponent. For the extra deck, we play double Isolde, because I was playing 1. It's kind enough, but sometimes you need 2, so, I mean, you know, just playing 2. 1 alright, Lamphornicus, something like that. General, link 2, that's about it. It has points down left, down right, so it's pretty useful. 1 Nightmare Unicorn, I don't play Phoenix or Cerberus. I will play Phoenix, but I'm kind of lacking space. Although you can swap 1 card for this guy, Borlo the Savage Dragon, because it isn't even out yet, so you can just play Phoenix instead of him until he comes out. For the links, the last link, one Boar Sword for OTKs. Then for synchros, kind of weird. One Coral Dragon, because just general spot removal, you discard a card, target one card your opponent controls, destroy it. If this synchro summon card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can draw one card. So you have draw power and spot removal. What can you ask more of him? That's about it. And then we have one Omega, because Omega is like the MVP of the extra deck. You just constantly banish and return your Plague Spreader or whatever you need to your grave. That's about it from him. One Scarlet just to destroy boards and just end the game. And one of the Borreloads have a dragon. Basically what he says, how to summon him. Any tuner monster and non-tuner monster, he's a level 8, so it's really easy to summon him in this deck. Just really easy. Basically when he is synchro summoned, you take one, let's say Isolde in the graveyard. You take one link monster from your graveyard, equip it to him, and based on the arrows that the link monster has, he gains that amount of the Boral counters. So in this case, he has 2 Boral counters. Once per turn, you can remove a Boral counter from him and negate the activation of your opponent's cards or effects. So he's basically like a Quasar. I think that's about it. What he does, it's on Japanese, so let me just see. Oh yeah, he also gains a half of the link equipped link monsters effect, so he's pretty good and huge. But since he's the OCG in the OCG now, or I think it hasn't been released even in boosters yet there, never mind. You can replace him for another, like for a Voided Ogre Dragon, that's not bad, or for like Nightmare Phoenix. Then we have for the fusions, one Mask Hero Darklaw, one Mask Hero Acid, just, you know, back removal, and Darklaw is a Darklaw, it's really good. And one Carbonala Warrior for that instant fusion, because he's a warrior, he's level 4, what else do you need to know? And for Exceeds, we have one Evil Swarm, Exnite, Field Clear, and hopefully you can win the game. One Diamond Werewolf, just spot removal, because I was playing Castell, he is great of course, but when he takes up your zone, that's kinda bad, because sometimes you can't really summon a Unicorn, and he's not a warrior to go for Isolde. So you just summon Diamond Werewolf and just clear your zone and his cards, and you have your free zone to do whatever you want. And one Tractrix Rafflesia, she can sometimes stall the zone, but she's fine because she's just annoying and immune to traps. So Infinite Permanence doesn't, yeah, doesn't. Oh, nice. Infinite Permanence cannot do shit to her. So great, or any other trap card. Alright, combos, combo time. Alright, we are here for combos. The most standard one, which the deck was created for, is this, and like any of the Dark Warrior in your hand. Like this are all Dark Warriors I have, I think. So the ideal ones you want to open is this one. Oh, well, he's the most ideal one you want to open. You can maybe open this or this. This is like the best version, the second best, and kinda worse depending on the situation you are in. So let's say you drew a Diamond Dude because it's fairly easy to search him. Okay, Diamond Dude, you do Ties of Rathan, special summon from your deck, the Armageddon Knight, and the Shadow Mist. What happens next is these two triggers. Yeah, just remember not to use Diamond Dude's effect before you finish the combo. So you get your mass change into your hand and you mill out a Blackjack. shuffle the deck. Alright. So Backjack is in the grave now. Let's say this is the grave, this is in your hand. And Backjack activates, so taking the top 3 cards of your deck. Oh, this is nice. Basically you can choose whatever you want with Diamond Dude. You can mill whatever card you want. So let's say, I don't know, I want to use Destiny Draw and yeah, stack it like this. So Destiny Draw is on top. Effect of the Diamond Dude, or maybe not. Okay, it depends on the situation really. Effect of Diamond Dude mills out a Destiny Draw, so next turn you can draw 2 cards, or you could stack whatever you want. You have a free special summon, you have a free reborn. I will in this case use Destiny Draw for some reason. Set your mass change, and in an opponent's turn you just go mass change for that Shadow Mist, special summon Darklaw, so you have your field here, which is Darklaw, Diamond Dude, and Armageddon Knight, and then you get to search for a Neos because of Shadow Mist's effect. So this is a pretty good village board because you can banish stuff and you can protect even your Diamond Dude, which is crazy because Honest Neos doesn't only protect elemental heroes but also any heroes. So it's really good. That's one way to make a combo, but usually okay, yeah, I didn't show the other options. Oops, daisy. Okay, let me see. If you drew, basically if you draw Armageddon Knight, which happens the most of the times when you have ties, the thing you do is first you mill. So now depends on the situation. If you have drawn Plague Spreader or Malicious, or you have drawn a Backjack, the situation changes. So usually if you draw some of that 3 or Celestial, you ideally want to special summon Grapher so he can just get rid of them from the hand. You can go for Diamond Dude because you will stack the deck, kinda risky. You can just go to Shadow Mist and seal the deal. Let's say we special summoned Grapher and Diamond Dude. And because the chances are kinda greater, we just drew a Malicious because most of the time you will draw him. So, yeah, Armageddon Knight, what does he throw to the grave? Let's say he thrown a Black Spreader, so your grave is half set now. These 2 guys are in. So, Grapher effect, throw the Malicious, and throw the Backjack, and then Backjack triggers. Now this is kind of worse, because you don't have the Darklaw. Reveal 3. Okay, I'm not gonna use card destruction. It's gonna set like this, first, second, and third. And in your opponent, effective Diamond Dude mills a Foolish. And in your opponent's turn, you activate a Backjack and reveal the card. It's a normal trap card. You can set it and use it in that turn. So this was not that bad. I mean, you have a removal, you have kindness village board. There's a high chance that someone will survive. And you have a Foolish Burial, plus you have Malicious for that Isolde play, and the second Malicious for the Plague Spreader play, so you can summon like Omega, Scarlight, or whatever you want to. So that was just the Ties of Wrath plays. I'll leave it up to you to think of combos, because there are many variations. It depends what you drew, etc. So let's start with the playtest hands, 3, 4, 5. So let's say you play first and you opened up really bad. Oh my god, what the hell is this? Double cold with grave, treacherous. Okay, treacherous can maybe stall for a turn, but I don't know. 3, 4, 5. Alright. Okay, this is not bad. Oh, this is not bad. You can go for Summoner Monk. This could have Foolish if he has a hand trap. I mean your opponent, you can just full body grave it, which is great. Then you can special summon. Well, we shall probably go for Diamond Dude this time. I'm somehow looking to get... No, wait. We need to special summon Armageddon Knight, so we can get to Isolde, because he will throw down the... I mean, when I say down, I mean graveyard. The malicious, because malicious can then activate, giving you the second one. Now what you're gonna do is set Ties of Brethren, special summon a Bobbleman, then Bobbleman and Malicious, because those two are warriors, can make you Isolde. So, oh my god, the field. My camera is kind of retarded, so I cannot focus. So Isolde mainly, like always, I mean not always, but mainly adds you a BLS. Then since you finished that, you can go freely into Ties of Brethren, target Armageddon Knight. And you can special summon. Well, you don't really have the Diamond Dude combo here. You can special summon it though, or you can special summon Celestial, because when he dies you can draw cards. That's maybe better in this situation. So we go for Celestial in the attack mode this time, and Shining Lol. The Shadow Mist, which can get you your mass change. This seems pretty good because you've put a lot of pressure on your opponent. You have Link 2 for next turn if she survives. That's a free, like, Royal Sword or Unicorn, whatever. You have Celestial, Summoner Monk, which can do stuff if he survives. And then in his turn, the next turn, you have a pressure from the BLS plus mass change. In his turn, you get yourself a Dark Law, and you get yourself a Honest Neo. So this is a pretty well established field. That's what the combination of ties with Isolde does. Let's just do one more playtest hand. Also, yeah, you have one more malicious to spare. Depends on your top deck. You could maybe summon, I don't know, a level 8 Synchro. Alright, let's just do another playtest hand. Oh my god, why am I just drawing, double Colby Grave plus trap? Oh god. Okay, let's see. I don't know, I will just set these three and hope for the best. I mean, this will get used. Let's say this was being destroyed or whatever by Twin Sisters or whatever. Top deck. Oh my god, we lost. It's an Neos. I don't remember this breaking this hard. Alright, well, another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. You know what? You might as well surrender. Okay, one more playtest sound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So, the only way to get out of this is not to get hand trapped. If you don't, then you can go for preferably Dark Grepher, because you have that malicious in your hand. Discard malicious, send Flag Spreader to the grave, then use the malicious to special summon the same copy. You go for Isolde. Isolde gets you a BLS. Now, I'm thinking, because I'm gonna use Flag Spreader's effect to either top deck one of these two. Kinda need them both, but let's say we're gonna get rid of Bubbleman, because it's easier to search him than Celestial, I guess. And then use the Malicious to shuffle our deck, so we don't see Bubbleman next turn. Special Sonic Malicious. And then you can go for Synchro Summon. Of course, Flag gets banished. For like Omega, in his standby phase, you can recycle your Flag Spreader, and you can, in his turn, just get rid of one of his cards. Even though these two gets destroyed somehow, you top deck a freaking Backjack for some reason. You have Omega, so you can just, you have your normal summon, you have like banish 2 for the BLS, and you can actually special summon Coral Dragon for some reason, but let's say that's not a really good idea. Yeah, the malicious are wasted. If we had a pot of accusativeness here, it's like GG, well played, man. Nothing else to think about. But this is just a high concentration of damage, plus he can destroy back row, if any. So yeah, and in the following turn, you can just normal set, and if probably this guy is gonna be dead, you can draw 2 cards, which is like Dark Hole and Treacherous, which is nasty. That's about it.